Well, hello there. Welcome to the HullCityFanCentral YouTube channel, where we're live. Yes, we are live for Hull City versus Rotherham away at the SL New York Stadium, whatever it's called. We're about half an hour away from kickoff, just under. So let's crack through both starting 11s, along with the benches for both sides. Along with everything else that we need to know coming into this game. So, the starting lineup for Hull City. Yeah, hello, Kieran Webster. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Starting lineup for Hull City. Ryan Alsop retains his spot in net. In fact, there's only one change from the side that lost against Swansea on Saturday. The back four remains the same with Coyle, Giles, Greaves and Jones. And then the midfield pairing of Sharp and Morton and Slater. Three in front of them being Philogene, Carvalho and Zarori. And then the man up top being the only change. Tufan drops to the bench and Billy Sharp comes into the starting 11. Interesting change. I presume that it would have been Connolly if he was fit enough to play 60 to 90 minutes. But being Sharp, interesting call. We'll probably see an early substitution change from him with the likes of either Noah Ohio or Aaron Connolly coming on, as they're both on the bench, and the bench does run as such. Ivor Panda is the goalkeeper, so Matt Ingram, although he was at the MKM Stadium on Saturday after the birth of his child, he is back in the sort of the realms of the first team, not been named on the team sheet since Pandor's arrival. So it's Pandor, McLaughlin, Tufan, who as I said has been dropped to the bench, Doherty, Noah Ohio, Adama Traore, Matty Jacob, Aaron Connolly and Abdush Umar. Hopefully he can get some minutes out today. We saw what he did in the final sort of 10 minutes against Swansea. Unlucky not to produce anything worthy of note, but he definitely did make a big impact and called for a lot of people to say that he possibly should start this game, which he hasn't, but we can presume that he will feature off the bench. So let's crack through the Rotherham starting 11. So, two names that we will be familiar with. One in the starting 11, one on the bench. So, Rotherham starting 11. Johannesson, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, in goal for them. Back five of Kioso, Odofin, Humphreys, Peltier and Revan. With a midfield four of Rathbone, Tieta, Sam Clucas, who we are familiar with, not only because we've come up against him pretty much twice every season since he left us, but because he used to play for us. Evening Lee, welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a lovely day, and hopefully the Tigers can grab 3 points to make that day even better. And then obviously they've also got Nom, and then up top, Wyke. On the bench for Rotherham, Cafu, Tom Eaves. And apparently he's the star man on the programme for Rotherham today. We've got a big double page spread in the programme. They really want to shove it down our necks, even though he did score a hat-trick against them just a few seasons ago for Hull. Jordan Huell, Andy Mahota, yeah, Lindsay, Morrison, Phillips, Apai and Sireki. That completes the Rotherham bench. So, it does seem that the Tigers will go for that traditional 4-2-3-1 format that we have come to know and love under Liam Rosinia, with the option of it changing. Philogene starts out on the right, Zarori on the left. I think that it works. We probably didn't see the best of everyone on Saturday to really make a big judging of it. Of course, it worked for the opening sort of few minutes against Millwall. Hopefully, it can work in some nice capacity today. So fingers crossed that the Tigers can put out a dominating performance. We'll be watching at home too. Lovely Lee, you're welcome to keep on the live stream here as we count down to kick-off. Not that long away. What we are 15 to 21 minutes away from kickoff with me Hull City mug glass thing. Peltier used to play for us too on loan from Liverpool. Yes, the three former Hull City players. Yes. When was he on loan from Liverpool? Was it? It was a while ago, wasn't it? What? It must have been. I'm trying to rack my brain from when he played for us. Must have been before we made it to the Premier League the first time with in 2008. Surely. Think so. We should have a look. I think it was before before we made up to the Prem. Yes. 2007. There we go. I was correct by a year. Yeah, but thank you for that, Sean. Sharp looked sharp at the end on Saturday. He did. He just. I think what the unfortunate thing was for Billy Sharp, which made it look like he had a poor substitution on. If it was because we was playing balls over the top to Billy Sharp, a 36, 37-year-old man, and expecting him to run on. And to be fair to him, he tried every time and nearly scored with one of them. So it was really a good effort from Billy Sharp, and I presume that's why he's earned his spot in the starting 11 today over Ozan Tufan, who wasn't too dominant in that game. Certainly, we needed a striker, a prominent striker to aim at, and I think that Billy Sharp does come with that in buckets full, and hopefully he can grab his first Hull City goal today. Of course, he is the record goal scorer in the Championship. Has still yet to score for Hull City on a few appearances. I think he's up to about 5 or 6 appearances now in all competitions for the Tigers. So hopefully he can produce something today. Years ago, 2007, yeah, 2007. Hopefully we can have Seri back on Saturday. Glad to see him win AFCON. I believe that he will be back on Saturday. Don't think he'll be probably in contention to start, just because he has just come back from a major tournament, which he did end up winning, playing 96 minutes in the final. And whether Rosenior wants to sort of hold him back and have him as a substitute appearance on Saturday to then play a possible full 90 come the following Tuesday. That we remain to see. We'll probably hear that in the press conference ahead of the game on Saturday away at Huddersfield. But it's nice to have. It's the first time ever that Hull City have had a current squad player win a major tournament with their nation. The first time ever. There's not much more to say on that other than the first time ever. Better get cracking if he wants to beat that record. Billy Sharpie. Well, how many he's got? He's got 300. Is it 300 odd? I think it's over 300 goals in the Championship. So if you can produce, 300 odd this season, we'll be laughing, won't we? We might as well just go for Leicester at the top of the table rather than the playoffs. Some other news coming from this game. This is the 100th league starts for Hull City for Louis Coyle. Feels like he's done more than that. Oh no. If we're looking at Championship, I'm not sure what they mean. It could mean league, as in league games, or Championship, because I would have thought he would play more league games because he was with us during the League One season, where I think he played every game, and that was 46. Was it 46 games? So not too sure. I presume it means in the Championship, but it could mean full league games as well. Of course, he has big shoes to fill, considering the right back from this game last season, Cyrus Christie, had the game of a lifetime, grabbing a fantastic goal as well. So whether we see a Coyle masterclass today with him picking up a goal, who knows? I'd be interested to hear everyone's predictions ahead of this game, as we do have 17 minutes until kickoff at the SL New York Stadium, whatever it's called now. Some good news though for Saturday, and that being that we do have a good referee. Being that Rachel Welsh, or whatever her name was, the really nice one that we had a month or two ago now. She's refereeing that game. So, should be a good one on Saturday. Tonight could be a different question. So, we'll just have a look around the championship. Tell you what games are on tonight. And what games are on tomorrow. Because obviously it's midweek fixtures. So, all of the 7:45 kickoffs are Leicester Sheffield Wednesday, Rotherham Hull, Birmingham Blackburn, Swansea Leeds, Norwich Watford. And then 2 8 o'clock kickoffs tonight. West Brom Cardiff being one and Bristol Southampton being the other. Tomorrow night you just got the 5 fixtures, 4 7:45 kickoffs and 1 8 o'clock. The 7:45s are Huddersfield Sunderland, Stoke QPR, Plymouth Coventry, Preston Middlesbrough, and then that 8 o'clock kickoff being Millwall Ipswich. So, affecting us on the table, that could spell result or disaster, as we are currently sitting the top of the pile of 3 teams on 45 points in 8th place. Of course, we do have a game in hand with the teams below us and also a few of the teams above us. A win tonight could send us up as high as 6th, depending on Coventry and Sunderland's results throughout this midweek fixtures. As they currently sit on 47 points, we sit on 45. We get up to 48 points. Both of them teams are destroying us on goal difference, so a high scoring game here would be nice. Nathaniel, you got to win this today. Easy side, Rotherham. Sheffield Wednesday fans saying that. Oh, I do hope we win. I mean, they have only won 3 games this season, so if it is any team for them to grab a win off, it'll probably be us, as we are doing our charity favours this season. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Hull City win, Fabio and Jayden to score. I'd love a nice 2-0 victory with both of them to score. Seems to be the link-up play of dreams, Fabio and Jayden. Hopefully we can see it in fruition tonight. I am going to go for my 3-1 prediction as I predicted yesterday, with goals coming from, I can't remember now. I think I put Philogene down as 1. Zarori down as another, and Abdushamir. No, I didn't. I went weird. I went Philogene with the first, Morton as the second, and then Abdushamir off the bench with the third. I mean, that could still happen tonight. We will wait and see. And then, I don't know, Tom Eves to grab the goal for Rotherham off the bench. Yes, you need to build on the goal difference. We certainly do. I mean, the teams below us, that are like quite close below us, are all. I mean, the goal difference in the league this season, yeah, where Watford are 1 goal difference above us, but I mean, 3-4 goal difference. That's the lowest without going into negatives. But then mid-table and lower, they're all negatives. So it's definitely been a top half of the table heavy goal scoring season. I mean, we're not catching up with Leicester's 42 goal difference, are we? They've scored 66 and only conceded 24. Of course, one of them 24 was that Liam Delap winner earlier on in the season, and we will face Leicester coming up very, very soon. I think within the next month or 2. Of course, we do face Southampton, which are currently sitting second next week. So could be an interesting batch of fixtures coming up for the Tigers. Of course, we do expect ourselves to win tonight, win on Saturday, to give us 6 points from 6. We would have been looking for the 9 points from 9 with that game against Swansea, but obviously we do our charity favours. We do our nice bits. Yeah, you'll batter them because they're just god-awful. Though, I mean, they are, on statistic, they are the worst team in the league. They do sit currently bottom of the table, and bottom of the table by a landslide. What they are, 19 points, 26 Sheffield Wednesday in the next spot up. And then, I mean, relegation battle looking a bit tight at the moment with quite a few teams in contention, but Rotherham do seem destined to go down. We have a free hit tonight against Leicester. We're just hoping we take a point like we did it at home with them. Yes, you did. Was it a late minute winner? I believe it was earlier on in the season for you lot. So best of luck to you now. Best of luck to you. Can't speak. Best of luck to you tonight. Of course, Sheffield Wednesday, not a massive fan. Not a massive fan. It's all about this side in Yorkshire. All about this one. Southampton is our game in hand. Yeah, it is. Because of the FA Cup they got through, and so our game got delayed. And I mean, it's not a good game to have in hand, considering the current streak that Southampton are on. What are they on? 20 odd something games in, unbeaten in a row. Just crazy, just absolutely crazy. Yep, I hate Hull City, but just fucking beat Cov. Nah, lovely. Yeah, not too much more to say on the table on that matter. Just we'll look at where we stand at the end of tonight. Obviously, 3 points will be as much as the boys can provide. Tufan hat trick. I mean, it could very much happen. I mean, he's on the bench, so looking a bit unlikely. But never say never to a Tufan hat trick, especially if you are a fan of Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, we have fun. We do have fun. Right. How much away? We're 10 minutes away from kickoff over at the Astel New York Stadium, however you pronounce it. And we'll see what everyone's saying over on X Twitter thing ahead of this fixture. I see how it is. Oh, we do have a good time, don't we? We do have a good time. Seems like many people are praising the fact that Billy Sharp is starting tonight, which seems to be a good thing. Yeah, it seems to be a good decision to start Billy Sharp tonight. I think, depending on how long he can last in the match, obviously being 37 years old in one of the most physical leagues in the world doesn't really bode well for someone of that age. But he does do it, doesn't he? He doesn't shy away from the goals, does he? 300 odd, what is it in the Championship? And obviously, we'd have a full away end. Fully sold out, was it 2,100, 2,200 odd in the away end for Hull City over at Rotherham tonight, which is a nice thing to see, as we currently are just waiting the teams to come out. With seems to be Rotherham's attendance a little bit poor, as the camera pans up to the family stand. What stand at home do you sit? I sit in the East stand, Chris Chilton stand, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much slap bang on the halfway line, a little bit more towards the north stand side if we're getting political on it. I'm going to go with the 2-1 Tigers and Slater with the winner. I will take a Slater goal. We haven't seen a goal for Regan Slater in some time, have we now? So I would take a Regan Slater goal, and certainly for it to be a winner would make me a happy chappy. Right. Well, the Rotherham kids have got their flags waving down the sideline there, as we're just awaiting the teams to appear, sitting 7 minutes before kickoff. I'm across the way in Upper West. Oh, we're on Upper West here. We've got an Upper West. Yeah, I've never done Upper West myself. Never sat in Upper West. I've done West Stand, like the Lower West, North, East, South. Just never done Upper West. It's the stairs that terrify. It's the stairs that terrify me. Absolutely petrified of trying to make my way up to the top of them stairs. A bit like Sunderland away. Oh Lord. Oh, Rotherham away fans are always terrible, bringing like 600 and that. We bring thousands even when our position well. Come on, Millers. Nah, thank you. No, thank you. We will not be having any of that around here, please. Really nice view. I bet it is. But it's it's well the commentary are, aren't they? Top down view, nicely done. Might have to go and see if I can try myself out. Maybe try a cup game over there or something next season, obviously, because we can't do a cup game this season. I was going to say I'd probably try and get a friendly up there, but they usually close off some of the stands for friendlies. So we'll see. Carabao or FA Cup next season. I'll try and get a ticket in Upper West, as I like to vary it myself on where I sit in cup games. Who's your next game? We have no, we don't. We have Rotherham tonight. We have Huddersfield away on Saturday. Back-to-back Yorkshire derbies, and hopefully we do turn our luck around against Huddersfield. Last 2 seasons, both of the games 2-0 losses. Yeah, not being the best of time over at Huddersfield. Cannot say it has been in the slightest. As we sit 5 minutes away from kickoff at the Assel New York Stadium. I love that Assel New York Stadium. Oh lordy, lordy, lord. So we will have one more quick run through. Oh, hello, Benny. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Jacob. Welcome all to the stream. Hope you've had a lovely day. Hopefully Hull City can make that day a little bit better. Okay. I'm here. Come on, you all. I'm going to Huddersfield. Can't wait. Huddersfield, it's an alright one. It's an alright away day. Get yourself on the train, walk down to the pub, get escorted to the stadium. You can't really argue much there, can you? Done it for the past 2 seasons. I've done Huddersfield away. Huddersfield are just as bad. We just had a 12-minute bad spell, and all their goals were given to them. You should be taking 6 points from the next 2 then. I mean, hopefully. On the Coach Tiger Travel, even better, you don't have to walk through Huddersfield. Oh, you're living life. Right, well, we currently sit 3 minutes away from kickoff over at the Assel New York Stadium. One more run through of our starting lineup for the Tigers, that being Ryan Alsop in goal. Back 3 of Giles, Greaves, Jones and Coyle. Ahead of them in the midfield, Slater and Morton. Ahead of them in that attacking trio of Zarawi, Carvalho and Philogene. And then one man up top, Billy Sharp. Come on, you all. Would like to have seen Omar start. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I called him, I think Abdush possibly deserved a start here today. I understand that he's probably not fit enough to play, or certainly not got the capability to play a full sort of 60 to 90 minutes in the Championship just yet. But certainly looked like on Saturday that he could definitely put his hat in the radio in this league. So who's this on the blue pitch? Empty York Stadium. I don't know who that is. It's like some knockoff Paddington Bear. He's got a massive flag though. It's huge. Absolutely huge. Right, I'm off to watch. We'll see scores pop up. Good luck and just hoping we don't get battered. Good luck, and I hope you do get battered. Best wishes, best wishes. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. 1 minute from kickoff. over at the Assel New York Stadium. Oh, and I've had an update on my graphic here. Seems that Rotherham might be going for a 4-4-2. We will see once the teams line up. We will see on that matter. I'm so optimistic, aren't I? We've got to be a bit optimistic, don't we? We've got to be. Is that the right word? I don't know, probably not. Oh. Right, well, we get ready for action over at the Assel New York Stadium. Just waiting for the teams to come out now. Knock off Paddington Bears on the pitch. You got the kids in the centre circle, and there's more kids down the sides with their tartan flags. They're dragging out the tunnel now. When will we see the boys? How have they got bloody Sam Clucas? I think his contract expired over at Stoke, and they picked him up on a free transfer, I believe. Doesn't mean that he's been doing well for them this season. I mean, no one's really been doing well for Rotherham this season, in all fairness. The lads sounding good in the stands. Shut up. So there's about 2,200 of them over at the New York Assel New York Stadium. I apologise. And here come boys. Hull City in what appears to be the home strip with the orange amber Kappa retro tracksuit, and then the Rotherham boys obviously donning the red and white as they make their way to the pitch, ready for things to kick underway. Look at the tiny lino. Oh, he is a bit small, actually. He could give Harry Vaughan a run for his money the size of him. Oh. He is a little bit on the wee side, isn't he? A little bit. Right. Let's get rocking and rolling. Right. Predictions in for how long it'll take before Hull City score or concede. I'm saying 12 minutes. Hopefully for Hull City to score. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Yeah, it does seem that Rotherham will be going out, first of all, with the 4-4-2 formation. Rather than the, 5-4-1, like I said earlier. 4-4-2. With Sam Clucas over on the left wing. So we'll see on that one. See, I mean, it's only in the right fashion for the three ex-Hull City players to score, and it'd be 3-0 Rotherham. But I don't want to jinx things whatsoever. As we kick underway, Hull City in possession here with Ryan Giles. Plays it just off to Carvalho. And the Hull City boys seem to be on a bit of a front foot here over at the Assel New York Stadium. So, will it be Hull to strike first, or will it be Rotherham? That's the question. Carvalho takes it past his man. Lays a nice one off to Zerari. Plays it back to Carvalho. Charging forwards. Carvalho with a 3-on-1 situation. He goes down. Rotherham end up with the ball, though. As they look to make an attack. Through the top there. As the Rotherham player goes down on his near hand side. And I mean, it didn't take long for Leicester to get into action, did it? 1-0 Leicester already, as they play at home to Sheffield Wednesday. But things remain level at the moment here at the ASL New York Stadium, as Sam Clucas looks to be giving a free kick here over on this near-hand side. Tyler Morton fouled. Who's that? I mean, he just pushed him to the floor. Kioso, however you pronounce his name. So it looks like it'll be either Sam Clucas or Rathbone to take this free kick. My bet is on Sam Clucas, as he was the first one over to the spot. So let's see if Rotherham can produce anything from this. More importantly, if Hull City can defend anything from this. Jason, welcome to the stream. Up the Tigers indeed. Hopefully a nice win today, or this evening I should say, can benefit us all for the week. Free kick. Just ran over by Sam Clucas, so my prediction was wrong. Rathbone to whip it in. I believe that hit the head of Billy Sharp, who just cannoned that one out for a Rotherham throw into pretty much where the free kick was taken over on this near-hand side. So it'll be a throw-in for Rotherham. And who's that taking the throw-in? I'm not sure because he's 27? Taihi? Something like that. I would pronounce his name. Long throw firing into the box. Gets a flick on from Greaves. Bobbing around in the box a bit. Carvalho does well to shield it clear. It's with Sam Clucas now, who sends it out wide to Rotherham. Zarawi picks it up, plays a ball behind Carvalho. There's not much he can do about it other than falling over. And then I believe that it's either gone for a free kick or a throw-in towards Hull City there, as Carvalho remains on the floor holding his ankle. But there wasn't any contact made. He just seemed to trip on the grass there. So my bets is it's a throw-in here. It's taken, it's delivered to Greaves. Greaves to Allsop. Allsop then plays a pass to Jones. Jones back to Greaves. Greaves to Giles. Giles infield now to Carvalho. Carvalho pushing the back. His pass to Zarawi doesn't go expertly well, but he does recover. And the ball is now with Giles, who's got space on this left-hand side. Attacking more to forwards. Fires one into the box. Meets the Rotherham defender. And Carvalho's returning effort meets Johansson in the goal for Rotherham. Long ball from the Rotherham defender. Flicked up. And meets Sam Clucas now on the returning effort. I believe was that from Coyle. Charging down this left-hand side with number 28. Whipped into the box. Fired. And what is Allsop doing there? What is Allsop doing? Taihi or Tiehi or however you're saying his name. It's the world's worst shot and somehow it bobbles past Ryan Allsop. What on earth was that? Get Ivor Pandor into this team right now. Sack him off. Shocking goalkeeping that from Allsop. It takes a deflection from Jacob Greaves on the way through, but you're still looking at Allsop to make a good challenge there. He seems to dive before the ball had even left the Taihi's foot. And it was a weak effort at that. And somehow bobbles past Allsop. OMG, no. WTF, he's joking. Stupid that. Absolutely stupid. Allsop out. Please don't tell me it was Allsop's fault again. It was. It was Allsop's fault. In all fairness, it did take a deflection off Jacob Greaves. But you still, it's a weak effort at that. You still got to do what you need to do. Bro, you're so far behind. Oh my god, you're so far behind. Presume it's the stream delay. I presume. No, there is a bit of a stream delay here on YouTube. So it might be that. But let's update the score. And I predicted a goal within 12 minutes for Hull City. Did not expect one within 4 or 5 for Rotherham. Absolutely shocking. This ball is now with Rotherham in the attacking third yet again. Switch ball into the box, and Alsop's forced to make a diving save at the near-hand post. And it was number 40, Kioso, there with an easy chance at the back post with that lovely lobbed ball. He headed it down, and Alsop was down. Luckily, that time he made the save. Otherwise, it could be 2-0 here. Giles just seemed to lose Kioso in the thick of it there. And it will be a free kick here for Rotherham. Still, you save that. You certainly do save that, I must say. Alsop there with the punching effort away from that corner. It's now with Giles over at the right back position. Plays it to Coyle. Still in a bit of danger here. Coyle tries a nice ball up to Philogene. Philogene flicks it, still keeps it in play. And Slater's effort to try and get the ball back for City doesn't do well. And instead it goes out for a Rotherham throw-in. Just over 8 minutes into this game. 1-0 Rotherham. Absolutely shocking. A huge mistake from Alsop there. Huge mistake. Absolutely shocking that. A starting championship goalkeeper. And a shocking mistake made like that. Hopefully, that's the first and last mistake we see from him this evening. As Leeds plummet up to 2-0. And Leicester currently sit at 1-0 over in the Championship. We need a reaction. We need a reaction quick from the Tigers here over at the ASL New York Stadium. As we currently sit 1-0 down. And very few decisions going our way. With a throw in here for Rotherham on the near-end touchline just in front of Rosinia. It's played a bit more backwards to their defensive line as they try a ball over the top towards Zarawi. It ends up with him. Philogene now up to Coyle. Coyle whips one in, meets ahead of the first Rotherham defender. Coyle now tracking back there alongside his man. He puts a foot in, doesn't quite seem to work out as they still are on the attack here through this left-hand side. It's the man with the afro. He shoots one from distance, and Alsop collects this one. And he collects that one good, we'll say. We'll say it collected good. Absolutely shocking, that. 1-0 down in 10 minutes. In 4 minutes. We're currently 10 minutes in. 1-0 down. Now Alsop plays it over to Greaves, Greaves back to Alsop. Alsop plays a bit of a risky ball to Slater, but he gets it over to Jones. Jones upfield towards Philogene over on that right wing. Philogene tries and dinks one down the line to Billy Sharp. Goes out for a Hull City throw-in, though. And it seems like Rotherham are still searching for another goal here. Looks like they're not going to shut up shop after one goal like Swansea did. But it's all on us now. All on us. Free kick for City here on the halfway line. Coyle to take. Plays it back towards Alfie Jones. Jones to Greaves. Greaves over to Giles. Giles with space on the left-hand side. Plays one to Zarawi. Instead it goes out of play there for a Rotherham throw-in. It's absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. So Rotherham play this throw-in here down the line. And you're just looking for Hull City to search for an equaliser quick. As the longer you stick with the scorelines as this, against a team bottom of the table with only 3 wins to the name this season, that's more time that you'll face on the back pedal. So Greaves plays a one over to Jones. To Coyle now. It dinking one into Billy Sharp! An effort produced from nowhere, it seemed. A dinking effort into the box where Billy Sharp met it with a header. Unluckily, it was fired with power, though straight at the keeper. Nice ball over the top from Regan Slater into Billy Sharp, fired it, and Johansson got down nicely to save that one from Billy Sharp. That could have been 1-1 there. An effort produced from nowhere from the Tigers. And those are the ones that we like to see our boys take. Billy Sharp with the first effort on goal this evening for the Tigers. As Giles now has it left back. Plays it to Zarawi. Zarawi megs one. Doesn't manage to collect it on the return. And Klukas will kick it out of play. Giles with the throw-in now. Plays it to Carvalho. Carvalho back to Giles. And he plays it back towards Carvalho. Across to Jones. Jones to Coyle. Coyle sees Philogene in space. Philogene has the ball in the space. He's charging it down, trying to get past his man. To produce a cross into the area. Manhandled a little bit, but dispossessed there. And Rotherham do try an adventurous ball to get themselves on the counter. But Alfie Jones has that one covered. And plays it to Ryan Alsop. Alsop to Greaves. Over to Giles. Giles in space on this left-hand side. Will just work himself forwards. Got Zarawi there in support. Uses him. And Zarawi tries a cheeky back heel swinging effort. Unlucky, it just goes out of play. But it would have been nice if that was pulled off because Giles was there on the overlap. Unlucky that one. And Rosinia seems to be okay with that effort not going completely to plan from Zarawi. Johannesson kicks one long down towards Giles and he just nods that one out of play for a Rotherham throw-in just in front of the Rotherham technical area. Looking for a big game from Ryan Giles over on this left-hand side. Seems to be a lot of space left for him and Zarawi as a lot of play seems to be coming through the other side for Rotherham. So hopefully a partnership of him and Zarawi can produce something this evening. And produce something quick, with the Tigers still sitting 1 goal behind. A long hoofing effort from the Rotherham defence meets a Rotherham player, and somehow that manages to stay with Rotherham in the attack. And plenty of City players in company there, but none of them managed to collect it. Philogene does now. Switching effort to Zarawi just in front of him, and just had too much that Zarawi couldn't collect. You're looking at the boys, and you're looking for a big reaction. Nothing's happened in the last 10 minutes since Rotherham scored 10 minutes ago. It's disappointing that. As Rotherham have a throw-in on the touchline, right at the centre half. Cannoned long to find the Afro man. Said it's with Coyle. Coyle dinking effort to Philogene. Philogene gets past one man. Gets past another, but the ball just gets away from him, and it's with the Rotherham there. Sam Klukas with that crossfield ball that he's produced already this evening. And Giles has that one covered. Plays it to Billy Sharp. Billy Sharp trying to read Carvalho. Carvalho doesn't quite read Billy Sharp, though. As Rotherham do another hoofing effort this time. Alsop comes out with a boot save, but it was a bit dodgy. Fires it out, and Giles has to keep it in play there for City. And then Zarawi's effort to Fabio Carvalho goes astray. And Rotherham have possession here. The Tigers are easily giving away possession here in this first half. And Rotherham are certainly not a good side. If we was playing like this against a side like Leicester or Southampton, you could see easily seeing it being 3-4-0 at this point already. We're lucky that Rotherham aren't being as clinical as they really should be with the chances that we're giving them. A lot of these long balls, crossfield balls, are catching Hull City out. Just like that one there. Long ball there from Johansson. Finds a Rotherham player. And then Morton tries the same thing, but met with no one. Philogene's chasing it down, though. But Rotherham will easily have that one covered as they play it back to Johansson. And another long effort. Meets the header number 40. Giles was in no contention for that header. But Zaroury does well to win it back. Giles hoofs one long, and there it is, dispossessed once again. Where's this possession play from Hull City that we've known and somewhat loved under Rosinia? Where has it happened? A penalty shot there from Rotherham. Referee easily waves it away, and I can't see that one being contended much more. West Brom 1, Cardiff 0. score over at the Hawthorns. And yeah, the Rotherham player easily went down there, number 40, Kioso. He's been a bit of a troublemaker for Giles over at this left back position for Hull City. As Alsop gets us underway there. To Morton. To Jones. Jones just finds Kyle after a nibble from the Afro man for Rotherham. And we've just given away a corner there. Silly play that. Silly play that from City. We cannot do possession football, it seems. Norwich won Watford 0. We can't do any possession-based football. Utterly disgraceful at the moment. Utterly disgraceful. 17, 18 minutes in. And the stats were basically saying that Hull City are a completely shadow of themselves that we've seen. Go Hull City. Thank you very much, Bando. Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a lovely day. And hopefully you're having a good day despite the current state of this game over at the SL New York Stadium. And yeah, the stats are possession favouring Rotherham, which is certainly not something that you would have thought. Oh, sorry, possession 61% in favour of Hull City, but it didn't feel like that. Pass accuracy down quite low for both sides. And the only effort for Hull City coming in for so far in this first half has been that one through that header from Billy Sharp. Can we produce another moment like that earlier on in this first half? So we currently sit 19 minutes into this game. Playing out from the back there seems to work with Slater now. Slater firing himself away to Carvalho. He's still charging forward. Slows down his run a bit as he has a man in company. Carvalho cuts back. Just plays a dinking ball over towards Philogene. Controls it. Tries and gets across past his man. Instead, that one will go out for a Hull City corner as he allows his defender to get the last touch on that ball going out. First corner, I believe this is for Hull City. And you're looking for a moment of magic. Zarawi to take the corner. Billy Sharp's already got himself a header and a shot on target from ahead of this game. Can there be another one? And this one not being saved. As Zarawi places the ball down with Sharp just on the touchline. Shielded by Sam Clucas. Of course, Clucas has the height advantage on Billy Sharp, but Billy Sharp has played for Sheffield United for many years, so he knows his way around. That ball in, just misses the head of Louis Coyle and fired away by the Rotherham defence. Out for a Hull City throw-in. I believe it was Humphreys with the canning effort away. As Louis Coyle looks to throw in the ball over on that far-hand side. Does so to Carvalho. Carvalho plays one infield towards Morton. Morton then chops it back towards Jacob Greaves. Maldilto Tiehi. Okay. Yes, that's the guy who scored. No. Tiehi is the guy who scored, yeah. Yes. Greaves with the throw in there on this now inside. Morton seems to be trying to encourage something from City alongside his partner Regan Slater. It's with Coyle over at right back. Cuts back towards Philogene. Not Philogene, Alfie Jones. To Morton now. And you're really looking for something from City here. 20 minutes into the game. Nearly 21 minutes into the game. And it's a bit shocking at the moment. Giles has it at left back. Plays it to Zarawi. He's been a little bit quiet so far. Cuts one infield towards Morton. Morton trying to play a switching effort to Philogene. Philogene does well to control that. He tries to get past his man. He finally does so. Plays one into Regan Slater. Regan Slater now uses Coyle in company. Coyle to get a cross in. He tries it. And the defender there does very, very well. I must say that Revan guy for Rotherham, he's been making hard work for Philogene over at that far-hand side. Certainly making Philogene work for his efforts here. Corner taken short and quick there from Hull City. Dinking effort into the box though, and what a wasted effort that was, as Johannesson easily collects that one. Seems like no player in black and amber seemed to have a clue of what was going there. So if that's been working on the training ground, we might as well go back to the training ground with it. If we don't score in this first half, we're dead. Absolutely. Sharp should have scored that point blank range. Yeah. I mean, Johannesson, isn't he one of the best keepers in the league on shots saved and stuff? So, still making excuses there, but you would be looking at Zahawi to, not Zahawi, Billy Sharp to score that one with his goal-scoring accolades in the Championship, rather than with a throw-in here on this near-hand side, inside their own half. Morton chases it down, does well, so it ends up with Carvalho. Carvalho taken down. Referee says nothing, so Sam Klukas currently has the ball for Rotherham, so they keep possession with their defensive line. Trying a long field ball once again, meets the head of Jacob Greaves. And it comes down with Morton to Slater to Sharp. Back to Morton, now it's with Zahawi over on this left-hand side. Zahawi charging up in loads of space. Can he whip a cross in? No, he's going to cut back onto his right foot and invites the pressure in from the man. He should have taken his cross in very, very earlier, but instead he doesn't. He works out a foul here for Hull City, so it's a free kick just outside of the box for the Tigers. But Zahawi really should have put his cross in earlier. He decides to try and play fancy, cutting back onto his right foot to try and cut into the box and maybe try and effort himself. But a cross is what was needed, a cross he did not produce. Sharp was such a pointless signing, no legs on him. I think he came in as the experience for Connolly and Delap, and then eventually Noah Ohio. Of course, Delap probably not going to see him again this season, so it seems a bit pointless on that one. But yeah, may as well sign my granddad. Their keeper's insane. Their keeper has been insane. So, free kick now. Giles and Zahawi standing over it. Giles will take as it swings into the box. And a fantastic save there from Johannesson. Corner out for City. Woof. Swung in by Giles. Meets the head of Greaves. Greaves, who scored his first Hull City goal at the Assel Stadium against Rotherham last season in this fixture. He nearly scored again. But brilliant work there from Johannesson. Worked into the area by Carvalho. Unfortunately, no one was there to meet the backing effort. And Rotherham will have the ball there with the throw-in on this near-hand side. I must say, Johansson's been having a game and a half. And it seems like he's been having a season and a half for Rotherham. I believe stats say that he's one of the best keepers in the Championship at the moment. Of course, that being helped by the fact that he's at a struggling Rotherham side. But a struggling Rotherham side that is currently beating playoff hopefuls Hull City 1-0, 25 minutes gone. Greaves snuffs that ball out nicely as he plays it to Kyle. Kyle to Jones, across to Giles. Giles infield towards Carvalho. Carvalho sitting a bit deep at the moment. Plays it to Greaves, to Jones, and then complete it over at Kyle. Kyle with a dinking effort over to Regan Slater. Regan Slater controls it down, looking for a cross into the area. He invites that Raven guy in, and Philogene has to make the cross for him. Tries and meets the head of Zahawi. Zahawi backs off, and so the Rotherham players can easily back in on that one. Giles picks up nicely to return it to Zahawi. In towards Carvalho. Carvalho from the edge of the D! Oh! And trademark Carvalho trying the adventurous effort. And it nearly worked off for him there. You could see that curling into the top corner. And it is narrowly wide. I say probably a few feet wide of that right-hand post. And that was, I was going to say, the best chance that Hull City have got, but second only to the Sharp chance that we saw earlier on, and maybe even the Greaves chance that we had from that free kick a few moments ago. Why is Slater still in the starting lineup? He's done nothing. I think that we could maybe see Slater getting subbed off here. He does provide a bit of an electric spark, but not been seen it in most recent format. I'll fight anyone that says that Sharp isn't a good signing. I think that it's good for it's a free transfer at the end of the day, which makes it a good transfer no matter what, because we're not losing anything. We're only losing wages, and he won't be on high wages coming in as theoretically as a backup striker when Noro Ohio is conformed to the English game. So I don't think it is fully a bad one. We'll see. I mean, if he can score in this game, I'll be saying that he's the best signing of the season. So, fingers crossed, as Rotherham are currently on the attack here. I'll come to your comments in a second. As one dinks into the area, just dribbles past all of the Rotherham players, and Alsop picks that one out. Can't wait for Surrey to get back and get into this lineup instead of Slater. Yeah, I think that will be a huge improvement. Of course, we've seen what Surrey's done in the knockout football for Ivory Coast. Obviously, being an African champion has its benefits as well. Sharp should have retired. He's a veteran player. I think that Sharp will become a nice coach for young strikers, certainly at this level. I believe he's going into punditry as well. He's been doing a bit of punditry whilst he was over at in the States. I think Omer needs more time. He certainly proved it on Saturday, and hopefully he can get it, and hopefully soon for the Tigers. We look for a bit of an energetic spark, as Rotherham seem to be trying to claw themselves back for a second goal here. Still 1-0, 28 minutes gone, but still. Whew. Come on, get them gloves out. Slater's been okay. He's been okay, yeah. I mean, he's not quite the Regan Slater that we saw earlier on this season, back end of last season, is he? And I'm not sure really why. I understand that he's playing that CDM role, which he prefers to play a little bit more upfield. But still, Morton does give him the chances to push on, and we've seen him push on in this game, just not producing overly the amount that he did back in the last season, earlier on this season. So, really looking for something from Slater in this game. As Rotherham have a free kick on this near side. Johansson's come up, so it'll be a very, very long effort from this one. As we've seen pretty much been the standard format for Rotherham in this game. I'd like to have seen Pando start. I understand why Pando's not started, just because he didn't know the English game, does he? He didn't know the Championship. Save there from Alsop, a rolling ball at his feet, but we know he can let them in, just like Matt Ingram can. Yeah, I can see why he's not started. You're probably making contentions that he could start against Huddersfield on Saturday, if Alsop continues to have a shocking performance in this game. But in all fairness, Alsop's reacted well from the goal. And I believe a yellow card for Jaden Philogene from playing on from an offside there. So it's a yellow card for Jaden Philogene in the 30th minute. I don't understand that one quite. Offside, but he just played on a little bit. I understand that's the ruling, but didn't seem overly clear that it was offside at the start. So, yellow card for Philogene. I think he should start Huddersfield Panda. Yeah, I think that if Alsop continues to have a shocking game here, we can certainly see it. But obviously, we're not on the training ground. We don't know what Panda's like as a keeper, whether he's adapted to Rezinia's style of play. Because obviously, a keeper in the Hull City squad at the moment isn't just one that can make fantastic saves. It's one that can play well with his feet as well. I understand Pando was brought in just for that, but whether he can play at the style that Rezinia wants, we're not too sure yet. There's another long field ball from Rotherham there. I think that's the first one that's actually not troubled anyone from a Hull City perspective, as Giles clicks it for a throw-in near enough on top of the corner flag down at this near-hand side. Just over 31 minutes played here at the Assel New York Stadium. Just under 15 minutes yet to be played in this first half, and still no reaction, still no goal from the Tigers. 1-0 Rotherham. Does Hull have any chance for the win? I bloody hope so. Certainly, we've certainly got the squad to do it. It's whether they can pull the fingers out their asses and produce something in this game. It's a game that we really should be winning, and winning in dominant fashion to make a statement to other clubs in the Championship, but we haven't done so far, and we're currently sitting 1-0 to the worse off. I've seen Pandora highlights, and he's got potential. He certainly does have potential. I think he'd like to see the whole team change. I mean, at the moment, why not? See, change some of the lads that aren't putting in the effort that the race should be doing. As Billy Sharp charged down this one, and he's putting in an effort. Unfortunate there, just not get that one right. As Rotherham have the throw, not Huddersfield. I got a bet on Hull. I hope they don't let me down. Oh, Lord, you may have jinxed us here. You may have jinxed us indeed. It's the one team I never bet on, Hull City, because it never works out for me. Because I usually bet on Hull City to win. We usually lose. So therefore, I've lost my bet, and Hull City have lost. So I just don't bet on Hull City anymore. Don't want to jinx it, as Alsop has the ball here. 2-0 Leicester against Sheffield Wednesday's current scoring over there. We'll have an update on all scores in the Championship at half-time. Giles tried to play a through ball towards Billy Sharp. It's ended up with Zarawi now into the box. And Rotherham snuffed that one out defensively. Throw in for Hull. Giles swings one in. And again, no one's there. Once again, no one there, nothing to do. Oh hell, why bro? Certainly indeed. Nothing to produce here for Hull City. Backheel effort from Zarawi. That one it gets to Giles, but it bounces a bit away from him. And therefore, Johansson can pick it up, and pick it up he does. 3-0 Leeds. That's their scoring. See, Leeds can beat Swansea. Leeds can beat them. Jesus Christ. This season's gone... Seems to be going from good to bad. Very, very quickly. Very, very instantaneously. As Rotherham somehow, by all means, are playing really crap football, but still being better than Hull City. And it's which two teams are the better out of the pile of shit. That's what I can only produce this first half down to. I cannot understand for any reason why Hull City haven't come into this game looking for a reaction from Saturday. You're going to quickly lose faith with the fans here. A summer transfer window of dreams produced 2 wins on the trot, and then quick as you like it, as Philogene has it here. And he's easily dispossessed. How's that happened? How has that happened? It's just easy dispossession here from the Tigers. It's the same what we saw on Saturday. We're just giving the ball away too easily. We're trying all these adventurous stuff. We're trying all these little... we'll do it like this. We'll play a little bit of a riskier ball. We'll do this sort of ticky-tacky stuff. We'll do the Real Madrid style of play where we show off our 5-star skills. It just doesn't work, does it? It just doesn't work in the Championship. And you can easily get picked out for the fool that you are for playing like that. Hull City have a throw-in on the near-hand side. Carvalho running over to take it, but Giles is there. And I presume he'll take it. Just over 9 minutes left this first half, plus whatever additional we have. O'Day just joined, and it's painful to say I fully expected us to be behind. And here we are. Well, yeah, we're certainly behind, aren't we, Gary? We certainly are. But we've been behind since the 4th minute. Let's not put a shadow on things. We've been absolutely shocking. You would not guess that Hull City currently sit 8th in contentions to be in the playoff, and Rotherham sit dead bottom, looking dead certain to be relegated to League One. You would not predict that on this game. Absolutely shocking. Not saying that Rotherham are a good side, because you can certainly see they have plenty of weaknesses. We just look like we should be in the relegation zone with them, based on the style of play that we have today. And this is how you quickly lose faith, not only in the players, but in the fans as well. With performances like this. It's a team that really should be contending highly for the playoff places, rather than just trying to scrape by at the moment as we are. So win is needed today. Giles with it now to Zarawi. Zarawi, is he going to flick one into the area, or is he going to try and cut back on his man? He does try one into the area. It's blocked, so it will go out for a corner. I must say that I'm a bit disappointed with Zarawi this game so far. I feel that he's been a key factor why nothing's been produced down this left-hand side. Maybe we could see a few changes at half-time. Or a big talk from Rosina. Ball flicked into the area! Greaves! And how on earth has Jacob Greaves not scored there? He had 2 chances to do it with his head. And what a shocking mistake that is. The first one, it was a man, it was in free space there at the back post. Had no one around him, diving, or canning in header. Right at the keeper. And then the returning effort, he decides to put in the side netting. First one, he's headed straight at the keeper. And then the second one, he's headed straight off target. Jacob Greaves should really have 2 goals this game. That one and then that effort a bit earlier. Absolutely shocking that from the Tigers. The chances have been there, but we just cannot be asked to do it. I understand Johansson's good, but we're making him look 10 times better by just playing the ball, easy balls to him. Ball at the top towards Carvalho, and he's easily snuffed out there. It's now with Giles on the returning effort. And moments of this game are becoming football tennis, with balls hoofing from one end to the other. Very un-Hull City-like, but seems to be very Rotherham-like. And they've benefited it from so far. And hopefully this isn't a game that Hull City lose with an early goal like we did against Swansea. 5 minutes remain of this first half. Rotherham swing one into the area. Alsop easily collects that one. Finally! Some quick distribution from Alsop. Finds Philogene on the run down that right-hand side. Plays it in towards Zarawi. Zarawi? Are you going to get a one in? Oh! He cuts back onto his right-hand foot. Fires it at the near-hand post. And Johansson gets down quickly to snuff it out for a Hull City corner. And that was as good a chance as any there for Zarawi. He does the thing of cutting back onto his right foot. And there I don't blame him for doing it, because it nearly worked. Norwich 2, Watford 1. Current score on the Championship. We'll have an up-to-date on everything at half-time. Hats off to their keeper. Certainly hats off to their keeper. And once again, the corner effort from that does absolutely nothing. Regan Slater, though, with it. He's fouled. And the foul will go towards Hull City with a free kick on the far-hand side of the penalty area, just outside of it, for Hull City. Can we see something being produced from this one? Zarawi, Giles, and Morton currently stand over. I presume Morton will walk away from it very quickly as he realises that Zarawi and Giles will be more suited for this one. And we could do with Morton being in the area to maybe pick up a loose ball or something along them lines. Very disappointing so far from City. Here we go again. Giving a helping hand to every other team and missing big opportunities. Nice boys off to the Championship. I think we'll win in the end. Hopefully we do win in the end. But at the moment we are doing our charity service. Ball into the box by Zarawi from the free kick. It's with Philogene. And Johannesson makes another save. Their keeper is on fire at the moment. And the chances have been coming in the past few minutes for the Tigers. That free kick from Zarawi meets the first man in the area from Rotherham. Falls to Philogene. And his effort is just blocked by Johannesson, I believe. Corner from Zarawi, whipping into the box. Coyle flicks on the header. Return back in by Slater. There's men down in the box. Referee says nothing. Ball back in. Billy Sharp header. Regan Slater. And it's blocked by the man just in front of him. Ryan Giles will pick it up. And Hull City will look to reshape this attack with a dinking effort over towards Alfie Jones. Jones flicks over to Sharp. Doesn't quite make it to him. And it's back with Alfie Jones. Jones is just a bit out-muscled there. And Rotherham pick up the ball and hoof it away to Coyle. City seems to be playing a bit better now. Just need to produce something from this. Throw-in coming from Coyle. Plays Zarawi. Zarawi trying to flick one to Regan Slater. And it doesn't work for him. And it will be yet another throw-in for City. Yet another one for Coyle on that far-hand side. Hopefully we do win, Gary. Hopefully we do win. We're just doing charity service after charity service, aren't we, this season? Same format as it has been for every season, I must say. Foul here by Hull City. Oh no, foul by Rotherham, I must say. And Jones gets us underway with that free kick easily and quickly. Switching play over towards Ryan Giles. Giles in buckets of space. Zarawi isn't quite in his position. Instead, it's Philogene. Might be looking to be a bit of a switch-up play on how the front line is being led with Philogene out on the left. Zarawi seems to be in a bit more of a central state. Whether he's meant to be out on the right-hand side, who knows. But Philogene on this left wing seems to be a good thing, because Zarawi seems to be favouring his right foot this game. Hopefully some crosses can come in, because we do know Billy Sharp can produce a header, and produce a very good header at that. But Zarawi is over on this left-hand side, as Hull City do have a free kick. A little bit deeper than the ones have been in this sort of area. Zarawi and Giles both stand over it. Presume it will be Zarawi to take, otherwise why would Zarawi be there? You'd just leave it to Giles. Zarawi flicks one in deep to Alfie Jones, and that's as easy as any for Johannesson. Easy as anyone. Right at him. All he has to do is jump a little bit, grab the ball, and he can time waste a little bit. As we sit in the 44th minute. Presume it'll just be the 1 or 2 minutes of additional time this first half. And I doubt that the Tigers will have a goal to produce from it. Some nice play though in these last sort of 5-10 minutes from the Tigers. Certainly been putting a bit more forwards than what we have been in the previous 35 to however many minutes, including the one against Swansea. Giles powering forwards now with Zarawi. Zarawi in space on the left-hand side. Can he produce something into the area? Zarawi's back on the left-hand side. Philogene with a bicycle! Nearly meets Billy Sharp, who would have had an open free header, but Rotherham do well to defend it. And there's a man down for Rotherham, so the play will be stopped by the referee. And Jaden Philogene nearly scored himself a bicycle kick and nearly assisted with the bicycle kick there. What an effort. Zarawi across the box. Philogene, bicycle kick, nearly met the head of Billy Sharp, but defended well there by Rotherham. 2 minutes of additional time in this first half. And I hope that Hull City can do something here. Certainly would be a shame to come into half-time 1-0 down against a side at the bottom of the table who've only won 3 games so far this season. Philogene whip one into the area. Morton fires while over the bar. That's disappointing. Heavily disappointing. Hope that we win, bro. I believe in our Tigers. Certainly hope that we win too. Poor Harrogate Town 5-0 down before half time. It feels like we're down 5-0 at the moment, to be fair. I love my club. It makes me pull my hair out. Certainly makes me pull my hair out. That's why I keep my hat on, so I can't pull the hair out. Janssen to take the goal kick now from that resulting effort from Morton. And it seems that will be pretty much it for this half. 1 minute remaining, but... Oh, Zarawi says no to whatever I've just said. So he tries a little flick forwards. He has to play it back as he has the 3 men on him. So play across the defensive line. And with mere seconds remaining from this half, can Hull City produce something? It's with Greaves to Jones. Jones over to Coyle. Coyle up towards Philogene. Philogene dances, tries to get past his man. He doesn't quite do so. Coyle does help and flicks one in. Met with the head of number 21 for Rotherham. That's fired away. Hull City throw in. Coyle looks to take this one nice and quickly. There's only 15 seconds remain of this first half. Philogene to Slater. Slater is pushing the back and the ball doesn't get away with him. It's Philogene. Philogene, and there's a nice snuff out there from Rotherham. I must say that the Rotherham defence have been making a hard effort for Hull City's attacks. Roy! And that effort is there, parried away by Johannesson again. And that should be it from this first half. But Hull City say no. Ryan Giles looks to try one more attack. Carvalho with it in the area now. Carvalho still with Carvalho. Giles just bounce off him. And offside there from Giles as the ball unluckily bounces off him. And that's it for the first half at the ASL New York Stadium. Hull City down 1-0. Oh Lord, this is going to be a long evening if things don't change and don't change quickly. Big chances just gone on 47 minutes. Certainly. With the chances that we've had in this first half and the moments that we've created and the team that we're playing with and the team that we're playing against as well, you're really looking at Hull City to have scored at least one, maybe two, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Get Sharp off the field, please. Oh, I bring Ohio on at half-time, Sharp off. I think that... I'm not sure. I think Ohio would be a good fit for this one. Just because of his size and everything, and the Rotherham back line seems to have a bit of dominance over Billy Sharp, who's a little bit of a smaller build over Ohio. But I agree with Jacob. I think that Sharp has been quite good this game. Unlucky not to have scored that header. Understandably, it was straight at the keeper, but unlucky a bit there. He has produced some moments since this game. We've got to remember he's a 37-year-old man. Slater off have two strikers. I can see that, possibly. You probably would look to bring Philogene off first, just considering the fact that he's got a yellow card and there's still 45 more minutes of football to play. So you do not want him to pick up another yellow and miss out on Huddersfield away, although that won't be the end of the world if it does happen. Rotherham's commentators was on one. I can presume. I'd rather see Slater off, Omer on. I think Omer needs to get a bigger run out than what he did against Swansea. And certainly, at the moment, it does seem like this could be a game for him. But I think if he was to come on, yeah, maybe. Depends what the formation would be. I think that Omer could come on for a player like a player within the back four to make it back three like we saw against Swansea. But I don't think Rosini will do that till later on in the game. We're a bit more desperate. More like Billy Blunt than Billy Sharp. Great banter. Will be interesting to see what happens in the second half. I'm sure it'll be a close one, but but one thing I'm sure of is Hull is the biggest dump in the country. Well, thank you very much, the Rumbler. I'll applaud you on that one. But certainly the second half does have a lot written over it. Sharp's been good. I think Sharp has been okay. I wouldn't necessarily say good. I wouldn't necessarily say bad. I think he's been okay. So, there's a lot more players you could be critical of before Sharp. I think so. I think definitely. Yes. Okay, let's have a review of stats at half time. Stats. I mean, it is saying that Hull City probably should be in the lead, considering the fact that we've got 12 shots to Rotherham's 5. Both teams have 4 shots on target. Possession is in 64% favour of Hull City with 256 passes for the Tigers. Pass accuracy is 84% for Hull, 69% for Rotherham. Haha, 69 funny numbers. Then the 1 yellow card being for Jaden Philogene. 3 offsides in the favour of Hull City. 6 corners for Hull rather than 2 for Rotherham. So certainly in the last 10-15 minutes, Hull City put on a display that made them look like they should have scored, but maybe 1, maybe 2. If that was there for the entire half, I could probably see as of scoring some of them efforts. But I don't understand why it took so long for them efforts to be produced as it did. Sharp, he's 38, he can't do a full 90, 45 is probably pushing it. I don't think Sharp will get subbed off at half-time. I don't think we will get sub off at half-time because we started to produce some things at the end there. Who was Ronaldo about 15 years ago? We're forgetting he's 38. Yeah, I mean, he is still the top scorer in the championship of all time, but it's a bit shaky. It's a bit shaky on whether things are gonna come out or not for him in this game. I don't think that he will get subbed off at half-time, and I don't think it should be right if he gets subbed off at half-time. I don't think any player should be subbed off at half-time with the current momentum that we had building in the last 10-15 minutes. Ronaldo's 10 times the player that Sharp is. I think you've got him there. I think that's a fair point. The championship Ronaldo. Okay, the championship Rooney. Yeah. I mean, he's the same age as Ronaldo, isn't he? Same age as Rooney, would that be? I believe so. I believe they're all the same or similar age. So, yeah. Billy Sharp. Masterclass second half come in. And let's not forget that we are only 1-0 down due to an Alsop blunder. If it would be other than that, it'd be 0-0, and I probably would say that 0-0 would be a nice little push for the second half rather than trying to claw it back from 1-0 down to grab the 3 points that we desperately need. But certainly an Alsop blunder is what separates the sides at the moment. Oh. Why don't we seem to get these deflected goals that other teams seem to get against us? Yeah, I must say that we have been very, very unlucky this season, as is the usual case in Hull City. Let's not forget, we are one of the unluckiest teams in the world. But hopefully, fortune favours the gold, and things can turn around in the second half. Oh Lord! But yeah, I'll let you continue your argument about Billy Sharp, because I've said all I need to say on the matter. But yeah, I don't think any changes need to be made at half-time for Hull City. You probably look at some being made in the 55th, 60th minute if a goal isn't produced. And even if a goal is produced, you will be looking at maybe Billy Sharp getting subbed off, because he will be getting in that tired state that that we've seen him get in the games that he started for the Tigers so far. And of course, in that game where he came on for Connolly, in the 12th minute or something. That game, he looked a bit knackered come the end of the game. Okay, let's have a look at the scores elsewhere in the championship at the moment. What are we all saying? That keeper's definitely not 100% not at Rotherham next season. Yeah. Yeah, he's having a cracking season. He's having a cracking game. stopping a lot of our efforts there. Alsop 100% won't be at City next season either. I think he will still be at City. Number 1, sorry. I think he will still be at City, but Pando will be the number 1 next season. That seems to be the direction that Rosini has set things in. And hopefully, considering tonight's performance, it does happen sooner rather than later. So, scores in the Championship with the late kickoffs just coming up to their half-time at the moment. So, Leicester City currently 2-0 to the better of at home against Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously, Rotherham are currently beating us 1-0. Birmingham and Blackburn is currently 0-0. Leeds are beating Swansea away from home 3-0. Norwich have got a 2-1 advantage over Watford coming into half-time. Late kick-off being West Brom Cardiff, currently 1-0 West Brom in the 42nd minute. And then Bristol Southampton 0-0, that one sitting in the 45th minute. Table-wise, we've just dropped to 9th as Norwich have just leapfrogged us with their current 2-1 win. Of course, a win for us would take us above them, depending on goal difference. Of course, at the moment, their goal difference is 1 better, but then we are 1 goal down at the moment. Rotherham 1, Hull 7. I will happily take that, Jacob. I will happily take that for the goal difference, for everything. 7 goals in the second half, I would be laughing. But yeah, we do desperately need the 3 points here. And obviously, Rotherham, if they grab the 3 points here, they'll be laughing. They're only, if things stay as they are, they will only be 4 points away from Sheffield Wednesday in 23rd. And then once they overtake them, there's an easy enough path for them to get out of the relegation zone. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we do try and seize this second half over at the Assel New York Stadium. Definitely needed. Of course, both the teams are above us, between us and Norwich, being Coventry and Sunderland. They both play tomorrow night. So we won't have a full prediction on where we will be until the fixtures have been played tomorrow night on the table front. Leicester 2, Sheffield Wednesday 5, Leeds 2, Swansea 9. Some great predictions there. Tab the Kid, hi. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a lovely day. Hope you are ready for Hull City to power on in the second half. I really like your channel. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love your faith. That would be some good results. It certainly would be. I mean, the 7-1-1 for Hull. I will take it. I will take it. I will happily take it. Oh, lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Lord above. Defo, have you seen how obsessed Leeds are over Hull Twitters? Yeah, they're a bit obsessed at the moment, aren't they? Thank you. No, thank you, Tab. Thank you very much for joining the stream, for joining us here. Thank you very much. So, it looks like, just because the camera's got footage of the Hull players warming up, it doesn't look like a halftime sub will be made, as they are all kicking about with each other, and if there would be, one would be intensely training down the sidelines to get themselves warm for 45 minutes worth of football. But seems that doesn't seem to be the case. So hopefully. I reckon 11-1 Hull City. I will take that. I will take that indeed, Tab. I will take that indeed. Oh my lord. I mean, we could pull out a 33-1 win in the second half, and that would be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? Oh my. Of course, we do have some loan players in action tonight. Some of our players out on loan. I think Harry Vaughan is. Harry Vaughan, yeah. I mean, he's been Oh, they've finished, have they? 10th? No, that's not today. I thought Harry Vaughan was playing today. Mistaken. I do know that Timothy Lotutala is. Don't know why I said his name so funny. Lotutala. No, I'm heavily mistaken. I thought there were some City players playing tonight. Oh, no, he is. They both are playing, yeah. Sorry. Completely bluffed that one up. So Lotutala is currently playing for Doncaster. Currently 1-1. 2 own goals there as they play Salford. But it's Hull City to take on this second half. Only 4 saves recorded for Rotherham, no chance. Carvalho on top. If all chances were to go in, it'd be 12-4 Hull City. With the run of games to come with the teams around us, it would be a shock that we win those and look back at these and say, if only once again. Nora Ohio had a very disappointing debut. It was a very disappointing sort of second half, that Millwall game. So hopefully Nora Ohio can produce something if he is called on to action here at the Assel New York Stadium. But as I say, no changes for the Tigers. And hopefully we can produce something similar to what we had at the end, coming at the end of that second half, as the high key moments try and prevail Hull City once again. Reven being that man of danger for Philogene at the moment. Hopefully things can change in this second half with Rotherham to kick us underway. And Rotherham, they do kick us underway. With Hull City not changing anything by the looks of it. Still seems to be same formation, same players in same positions. As Kyle just picks up this ball on the near hand side. What can he produce with it? Who knows? Have you got any away days planned? I think I might do Leeds away. Of course, that's is it Easter Monday? That one, April Fool's Day. I would do that one. But I do quite like doing these live streams. Must say, it's better than a cold trip up to down towards Rotherham. It's better to be in here than at Rotherham. Of course, I'd love to be in the stands, but I do quite like doing these streams. I mean, we would have beat Millwall 3-0 if the ref wasn't blind. I mean, that seems to be the running theme in the Championship, doesn't it? Seems to be a running theme. Regan Slater now plays it to Philogene. Philogene dancing into the area. Cuts it in towards Carvalho. And another fantastic save from Johannesson. Diving catch there from Carvalho's header. I mean, his header didn't have too much on it. It was more of a placing header into the top bins. But Johannesson does well to try and... Well, he doesn't try. He grabs out of the air. And that's an early chance from the Tigers. 2 minutes in, we've already had a chance on target. More of that to come, hopefully. And a few of them to ripple the back of the net. Another great save from Miller's keeper. Yep. I'm going to do Leeds, Huddersfield, Coventry, Watford and Preston. Nice selection there of games. Yeah, very much. Only problem is for me, on Saturdays I work till 1:30. So it's hard to get to away games. It's perfect to get to the home games because I can just walk from work at 1:30. But it's hard to get to the away games unless they're sort of on a different night or whatever, or a late kickoff or whatever they are. But it does mean these streams can continue. Hull win, hopefully. Hopefully we do win. Hopefully, welcome to the stream. Kyle bounding one up towards Regan Slater. Slater easily dispossessed there. That's something I have noticed in this game. Slater has been easily dispossessed. Maybe he needs to work on building up some of his strength and trying to shield off some of them attacking players. Ball scooped down the line from Giles towards Zarawi. Snuffed out there by Rotherham for a Hull City throw-in. Nearly 49 minutes into this half. Hull City seems to be on the front foot. Need to keep that going for the full 45 if we do want anything. What was your hardest video ever to film? Oh, hardest video ever to film. Probably say physically hard was my kit collection video, because I filmed it in my walk-in wardrobe and there's not a lot of space in there. So trying to get a tripod, the angles right and everything, that was quite hard. But I'm not sure. Some of the away days are quite hard to film because you don't know quite on how the stadium's laid out. So yeah, but in essence, quite a few of my videos are quite easy to film. Just sort of plop a camera in front of me and I speak about the news or whatever, the predictions, whatever. Of course, you do have to research and everything, which does consume a bit of time, but it's bar and bar the love for Hull City that I have. Strong effort there from Zarawi. He's just down on the touchline, shaking his hand, grasping his leg. Hopefully this isn't anything too serious. Zarawi would be a big miss despite the lack of production that he's got so far in a Hull City shirt. He's still down, clutching his ankle. Just rolling up to a sitting up position. As Carvalho, comes and checks on him. He's on his feet now, though. Didn't seem to be too much. So City players do come and check on him. Ready for the free kick here. I wouldn't be surprised if Giles does take this free kick, just considering the fact that Zarawi was just clutching his ankle in distress. Don't realise how hard it is to get subs on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care too much about the subscribers as long as people out there are enjoying the videos. I enjoy to make them. So, yeah, I think I'm nearing on 1,000 subscribers. So it's been going quite well for me, I must say. Free kick from Zarawi now. As Giles has backed away from it, so in, and that's fired straight at the near-hand net. Right! Shocking free kick there from Zarawi. You probably were looking at Giles to take it, just considering he was just fouled and clutching his ankle in distress. And that free kick just showed it. Terrible free kick. Yeah, terrible. Absolutely shocking, that. Rotherham with their first bit of continuous possession in this second half. Hull City just back off, leaving them a little bit of space to work into. Don't want to give them too much possession because we do know what they can produce with a long switching ball like that from Sam Clucas. Luckily, Greaves picks it out and Alsop collects. Bowls one to Morton. Morton sees Kyle on the run down this right-hand side. Continues his run. Has Philogene in support to his right. He will use Philogene now as he works his space nicely. Philogene trying to get a cross in. Just dances past his man. Gets one in. Straight at the Rotherham man. But Jones will fire one back in with his head. And that one's hoofed away by Rotherham. And Alsop collects that one nicely to Giles. Giles, he has Zarawi in support, but instead goes infield towards Carvalho. Carvalho now uses Zarawi. Zarawi just tries and gets past his man. He does so. Ball into the box to Philogene. And that one just bounces over the bar. Nearly a good effort there from Philogene. Nearly a good effort from City in general. As the ball comes into the box. And a shirt change here from Revan, or however you pronounce his name. Not him, Nombe. Nombe's just being forced to change his shirt for some reason. I mean, he puts it on back to front and then has to turn it round. Nombe being the man with the afro. But a good effort that from City. worked back from a really poor attack into producing something nearly worthy of a goal. Just looking for Philigine's production on that header to be a bit better. Delap is missed early. Yeah, Delap is missed early. And it looks like we won't be having him back this season, or certainly not till the final run-in, if we are there. I don't see why we don't start Pando. It's just because he's freshly come over to England, not used to everything. It's similar fact to why Abdushamir's not started or anything. Rotherham nearly had a good chance there. Nombe. Header just glances it off target. Come on, Hull. Come on, Hull, indeed. Greaves to Carvalho. Morton plays it back to Alsop. Jones. City have a bit of space to walk into here. The ball to Coyle. Coyle to Philogene. And Rotherham just seem to be sitting back a little bit in this this second half. Not sure if that's something coming from the manager, or if that's just them trying to react to how Hull City are coming out a bit more stronger of a side in the second half. Philogene just plays that one back towards Louis Coyle. Greaves to Giles. Giles to Zerori. Back to Carvalho. Carvalho tries and plays that cheeky ball back to Giles. Doesn't quite work. And Rotherham gain possession. But Philogene does well to click onto that one. And he's just outpaced there by the Rotherham defender, who had a head start on him. So it wasn't necessarily an outpacing, more of an out-raced him. Rotherham try and produce something from this counter-attack that they have going on here. Plenty of City players back now, though, in support. As Rotherham try and string a few passes together here to get the ball over to the left-hand side. The Hull City shift seems to work quite nicely. So Peltzer can only go long. Goes long towards number 14, being Wyke for Rotherham. He tries and plays one back towards Revan. And Revan with Louis Coyle just plays one towards number 18. Swinging into the area. Bobbled around a little bit there. Greaves headed onto, I think it was Giles' head, but luckily Alsop can pick it up before a Rotherham player clues on to what's happening there. Nearly 56 minutes gone in this second half. Still 1-0 Rotherham. But playing does seem to be a little bit better in Hull City's case. Can't keep giving Rotherham these chances though. That's a nice ball out to Zarawi, who's in plenty of space on the left-hand side. Swings one into the area. To no one. Absolutely no one. Shocking that. As Cole just tries and works one down. Doesn't manage to do so. And Slater does... I was going to say Slater does well to try and win the ball there, but he doesn't do so. But Hull City do get a throw in from this that Jones will take quickly towards Giles. Rotherham still have a player down, but he's quickly worked to his feet after the referee doesn't give one. Giles charging upfield. He has Zerori out support, uses Carvalho. Carvalho now uses Zerori. And what on earth? Zerori just lets the ball bounce underneath him. That's a stupid one to give away there. Stupid one to give away. I go to the same school as Louis Coyle's nephew, and his name's Archie Coyle. Oh, interesting fact. Interesting facts. Thank you very much. Playing so much better, but still no top third presence. Yeah, still need that final push, that final quality, that final bit of attacking presence that we're desperately lacking in recent time. He bites people. Oh. That's not good. Missing the lap big time? Yeah. Certainly a big man that we are missing up top. But hopefully, Hull City can produce something without Delap. Because certainly he's going to be out for some time, if not for the rest of the season. And we can't be relying on Philogene for that entire time. As Rotherham just have a free kick there. Pulled off from Alfie Jones with a tackle on Wyke. Need something here from the Tigers. Need something desperately soon. If we were to come back and grab 3 points from this game, something does need to happen. And very, very quickly. So we sit 58 minutes into this game. Ball into the box from Rotherham. Greaves nods that one away, trying to get Zarawi on the block. Sharp does well to snuff out the second effort. Plays it to Philogene. Philogene racing past his man. He gets past his man. Just pulled down. Advantage played on by the referee. Still with Philogene. Philogene here. Philogene tries and gets past his man of Sam Klukas. Sam Klukas does well to shield Philogene away from the ball that's just rolled away from him. And Rotherham will hoof that one clear, but only as far as Morton. Philogene does nicely there to try and keep possession. Just unlucky in that final sort of third. Again, final bit of third. But yeah, lads, Billy Sharp's the answer, isn't he? Yeah. I said Billy Sharp's no Liam Delap, but he is still a championship striker at the end of the day. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. That's all I'm going to say. He is 37. He is 37. He is 37. Philogene now just dances back onto his left foot here. And you're looking at the space that Rotherham are leaving behind for Hull City. Philogene just misses that run on there from Carvalho. Instead plays out wide towards Regan Slater. And it's a corner there for Hull City. A lot of hands to faces, bent over Hull City players at the moment, just based on the fact that we haven't produced a goal yet from all of these good opportunities. And it certainly does need to happen, doesn't it? Very, very quickly. So we come into the 60th minute, 30 minutes remaining. And the time ticks by for Hull City to try and get that equaliser, then winner. And the bobbling efforts in the box from that corner don't produce anything for Hull City. Philogene then returns it up on his left-hand side. Can he cross one into the box? He does so. Low cross. Gets snuffed out by the near man at Rotherham. Goes behind for Hull City corner. And the fans behind the goal for Hull City are trying to signal a bit of improvement for the Tigers. They're bad. I mean, Rotherham are bad. Yeah. But they are currently beating us. Mate, this is so frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. It's very frustrating. We're having the chances now, but not producing anything from it. Like that effort there. What was that? A long field effort just off miles off target. Not struggling anyone. 500-0 to Hull City. Can't quite happen because Rotherham do have a goal, but I would take it. Mate, this is so frustrating. Yeah. Let's go, Hull City. Welcome to the stream, Sabrina. Hope you're having a lovely day. Hopefully, Hull City can produce something here. I'm going to lose my head. I'm going to lose my head as well, Benny. I'm going to lose a lot more than my head. And it's really bad as well because you can see how clear it is that Rotherham are not a good side. Rotherham just won't be in this league for long, will they? It just shows that how poorly we are doing in this game. It's just shocking that Philogene works back his defensive performance. Does so with rewarding Rotherham with a corner. And I'm sure Rotherham fans will be happy if they can keep things like it is. Can't watch this shit no more. Oh. You know it's rough when Benny's going. A final delivery is just not happening. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's something on the training ground that's not been working. It's just... I don't know. I don't know where it's going wrong for the Tigers because we have the squad forward. We have really good players. They're just not producing the stuff that we know they can. It's just very, very frustrating, isn't it? Very frustrating. So Rotherham fire one into the box. Bobbles around a bit, but produces nothing though. Because Alsop can grab that one. Anyone has a live where I can watch it? It's on Sky Sports Red Button. And also on Tiger's stream. Tiger's Plus thing. Yeah. Damn, Ajun will be mad. Ajun, oh, he will be mad. He put a statement out the other day, didn't he? Saying that performances need to improve, along with the chanting and the getting behind the team at home. But the fans seem to be getting behind them here at Rotherham. Sold out away end. But the performance isn't quite showing the fans why they should be invested. Should be keeping on selling out away ends. Could keep on shouting and chanting behind the teams. Certainly not unless something is produced later on here. We need something. We need something quick. We need something desperate. We all hate Rotherham. We all hate Rotherham indeed. As Janssen pulls off another save. Wow. Yeah, I agree. Jun will be fuming. Certainly. The investments that he put in this January, it's all gone down the drain. It's Bristol City. A 1-0 to the better of against Southampton. Interesting score that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Southampton could lose their unbeaten streak that they've got going. As we do play them a week from today, I believe. So the Tigers are 1-0 down here as well. Giles with a throw-in over on the far-hand side. Just in front of the Pucker Pies advertisement board. And he'll just work himself up a little bit further to take the throw-in now. In front of the TMG Mortgage Network board. No advertisement here, please. Just shared and liked. Thank you very much, Tab. Thank you, that means a lot. So, what's this? 27 minutes plus additional time remaining. Will the Tigers produce anything? That is the key thing. Because we need something. We need something desperate. It's Rotherham get ready to make a substitution. With, it seems like, Sean Morrison. Like the shop. He's coming on. Sean Morrison coming on. And going off. Didn't quite catch his number. But I believe it's Rathbone. Nope, it's not. Peltier, maybe? I'm not sure. Wait until I see his number. But there is 2 changes coming for the Tigers as well. Yeah, it's Morrison off. Morrison on, Peltier off. But for the Tigers, a doubles change with Tufan coming on, no Ohio coming on. Zarawi's coming off for Ohio. So we can see if he can produce something in these next 23 minutes. And Tufan is also coming on. Probably would have maybe liked to have seen Abdusha Mer come on instead of him. But who is Tufan coming on for? He's coming on for Regan Slater. Whoever called that at half time, it's just happened. Slater's off, Tufan on. And Zarawi off, no Ohio on. I shared and liked. Thank you very much, Shravan. I believe that's how you pronounce your name. Thank you very much for the sharing and the liking. And also subscribing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everyone who's here in the stream today. Hopefully this double change can mean good for Hull City. Would have maybe liked to have seen Abdusha Mer come on instead of Tufan, just because we saw what he did in the last 10 minutes against Swansea. But if Tufan produces something here today, I won't be too mad. We're all going mad for the shout-outs, aren't we? Tab and Shravan. Shravan? I think it's Shravan. Benny gets Sharp off. I presume Sharp will be the next substitution off. If things don't change, it'll probably be Connolly for Sharp being the next substitution, is my guesses. As we bounce forwards at the moment. Still 1-0 down here at the Yassel New York Stadium. 68, nearly 69 minutes played. Haha, 69 funny numbers. You all. So come on, City. Greaves pushing forwards now. Plays one out wide towards Giles. Giles to Carvalho. Carvalho back to Giles. Giles plays one back towards Jones. Then over to Morton. To Coyle now. Coyle in a bit of space. Plays a risky ball to Billy Sharp and it doesn't come off for Coyle. And so the defensive duty is on for Hull City as Rotherham try and lead a counter-attack here. Nomb plays one. And he jets a shot away, Nomb. That's curling far and wide. No trouble that from Hull City. Looking for a reaction. We've been looking for a reaction since the 4th minute. But it seems like one is destined to come for the Tigers. As we enter the 70th minute. Tufan on the ball now. Plays it back towards Coyle. How has Fabio stayed on? I'm not quite sure. I'm not overly sure. I think that there could be a few contentions on players that could be subbed off, but Carvalho at the end of the day, he is a cracking player. I get Fabio off Roma and Aaron Connolly for Sharp. I think that's quite a nice change, that, Benny. Freddie, shouldn't be losing this surely, like, look a shite team like Rotherham. Yeah, we are losing to the bottom of the table, Freddie. We are. Oh! Out of nowhere! Ryan Giles, a powering strike off the crossbar. Oh, I was too busy reading comments and it's Philogene still. Philogene cuts it back onto his left foot into the area. And it's Philogene! It's Jaden Philogene! Get in! He's back! He's back! Hull are back! 71 minutes gone, and it's Jaden Philogene 1-1 at the Astel Arena in New York or Rotherham or wherever it is. No one cares because Jaden Philogene has produced a moment of magic on a Rotherham blunder. You was maybe looking at Ryan Giles scoring from the powering cannon seconds earlier, but the ball falls to Philogene. Philogene in the area, and Rotherham made a mistake, giving it to the Hull star man. 1-1. In Rotherham, 20 minutes still left to be played, and that is magic. Get in, you all! Come on, let's get this score changed. We've been waiting for that. We've been waiting for that indeed. And Philogene, who's having a time of his life at Hull, produces a moment of magic there for the Tigers. Not the greatest moments of attack, but it produces a goal for the Tigers. Over the keeper, he can't do anything. Post and in. And Philogene scores. And it's a similar fashion to the one that he scored against Millwall in the, a goal, a near enough goal coming off the crossbar from another player. Falls to Philogene. As the players just take a bit of break at the moment. As Taehi, how you pronounce his name, the goal scorer for Rotherham, is currently down getting his ankle assessed. And it lets us celebrate even more the fact that Jaden Philogene has scored. Get in. The way-in's going mental. Some lads top plus. And that's good. He scored right in front of the away end as well, Philogene. Fantastic. He does well to get past his man. Sits him down twice. And just scoops it into the post and in. And the Tigers are level. The Tigers are level. Yes, get in. Yes. Can't read all your comments. Too many. We all like Leeds. I mean, they are 4-0 up. And Tom Eaves is coming. Eaves. Eves is coming on. Eves. Lordy Lord. Lord above. Eves is on to try and make a difference for Rotherham. Lord above. Lord above indeed. Can Hull City make the difference here? Tom Eves coming on to replace Wyke. And Rotherham get us underway. Back towards the Johansson, their goalkeeper. He fires one long. Rotherham now looking for the reaction from their players. Bobbling around a bit. Tufan nestles it down. Tufan to Jones to Coyle. Coyle back to Jones. Carvalho now into the area. No Ohio! No Ohio! Ohio! That's the things that he does! Oh my lord! Things have changed around here at the New York Stadium! What a moment for the Tigers! 2 minutes, that's all they need! 2 minutes! Oh lord! He found the space in the area and he just slots it down the near hand post. What a moment that is! And it's another moment produced by Ryan Giles over at the left back. Oh Lord! Oh my God! 2-1! 2-1! Get in! Yes! Oh! Oh! I'm having heart palpitations. Hull City are 2-1 up. Get in! No Ohio with his first goal for the Tigers as well. On his second appearance. And that's fantastic. Oh Lord. Too many comments once again. I can't keep up with this. Oh. OMG, come on, no Ohio, 2-1. Getting, yes, second goal. Shravan left for a minute. Oh, you left it a good minute. Ohio, let's go Tigers. Come on, I can't believe Ohio's done it. Ohio, silver lining. Yes, get that chant. Get that chant. Ohio, silver lining. There we go. Oh. Lord above, Hull City. We're 2-1 up. It's a comeback here. And it's a comeback worthy of point. Pretty much since 15 minutes before half time, Hull City has switched things around and we're reaping the benefits at the moment. Huge, huge things. Huge. As Carvalho just snuffs out that effort from Rotherham. Throwing for the Tigers over on the far hand side. Brilliant! Brilliant things! Big scenes, I must say. Rotherham players are going down, clutching their legs, cramping all sorts. And maybe we won't see Billy Sharp getting subbed off. Or maybe we'll see an addition in towards the back line. Maybe look at bringing Philogene off just to save him because of his yellow card. And putting maybe the likes of McLaughlin, Jacob, or even Doherty on. That would be a nice one. Can I do that silver lining too close to Sheffield Wednesday? Oh, we'll back off. Mate, I'm so happy. Jack, I think we're all happy. I think we're all loving life at the moment. I can happily say that. The way end is loving life, I must say. Norwich currently go up to 3-2. So we're just checking what this means for the table. But as it stands, we are in 6th. West Brom currently 1-0 up ahead of us, and Coventry Sunderland still yet to play. Norwich, the only way they can go ahead of us is if they score yet another one and make it 4-2. Bro, please say Freddy Fazbear. I've said Freddy Fazbear. Oh. Well, what a way to get your second appearance for the Tigers. Just grab a goal. And it could be a winning goal at that. Seems like things have gone down as a Humphreys own goal for that No Ohio one. So not overly sure. Not overly sure on what that means, but I think it did. I think Ohio did get the last touch. He was a free man in the box. We'll wait till all the stats and stuff are reviewed after the game on that one. Ohio is off to the Prem. Here we go. Think you and the Hull boy would make a great collab. I'm happy to collab with anyone. If you know him, get in contact. This is the HullCityFanCentral. It's not just a solo channel, this. It's for all the fans. Happy to make collabs. Happy to get anyone on. Hull City try and play a long ball over the top towards Ohio. Could he search for his second and make one definitely his? With Giles at the moment. Left-hand side. Gets past his man. Cuts one into the area. Just hits the first man in Rotherham. And then that one bounds away from Philogene for a Rotherham goal kick. First goal was the Philogene goal was Humphreys. Yes, it is. Okay, that makes sense. So Ohio's counts, Philogene's doesn't. It's kind of a pain considering Philogene's stats at the moment are in heavily good favour. And Rotherham look to make their last substitutions. A double batch here. Rathbone off. Number 7 on. Number 7 being Cafu. And then the other change for Rotherham is number 24 off. Is Humphreys, the man who scored the own goal, apparently for Philogene. And then on is Apaya. A pie of what? We don't know. Oh. Bro, let's get him to 1k subs. Oh, that'd be lovely. Be lovely. make my day even more. But I don't think it'll be for a bit of time. Ohio, always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know. Do we take the dollar, champ? Do we take it? Tufan plays one to Philogene. Philogene just stutters a little bit. Tries to get back towards Tufan. Doesn't quite manage to do so. But Tufan's still chasing this one down. And chases it down quite nicely. Unlucky to get out of that one. But ball's over the top towards Morton. And Hull City do end up with a throw-in here on this near-hand side. 8 minutes left over at the Assel, New York Stadium. Oh, things are shaping up to be quite nicely this evening. The fans are already singing it. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Tiger, Tiger, burning bright. Yeah, WWs indeed, Tab and Shravan. I do miss the Tigers, Tigers burning bright. It was quite a nice one. I think it's up on YouTube, like the soundtrack. Tigers, Tigers, burning bright. It's like that. It was exactly like that. I just did the exact replica of it. Oh my lord, I can feel my voice going. And tomorrow's Valentine's Day. That's the best entrance song. Yeah. I mean, I do like the new ones where it's all like you get the clips and stuff, but you can't beat the classic. His Nans from all. His Nans from all. Well, I called it. Billy Sharp it is, though, for Greg Doherty. So Doherty on, Billy Sharp off. Then Matty Jacob is coming on. But who for? My bet says Ryan Giles just to make a left-back change. As Matty Jacobs a bit more of a sitting back left-back rather than the Giles style of pushing on to forming himself into a wing back. But no, it's Carvalho. Carvalho off, Matty Jacob on. Seems Hull City are looking to keep on to this 2-1 lead. And it could be spelling a bit of disaster as Norwich currently go 4-2 up. We'll check on what that means table-wise. So Norwich go 4-2 up. And that means that we are 7th on goals scored. 7th on goals scored. Looking for either Watford to score or Hull to score here for us to go back into 7th. Terrible rendition. I'm presuming that was about my Tigers burning bright. His name's Liam Rosinia. Finally sharp off. Who scored? Gone from 10 minutes and 2-1. Well, Philogene scored, but it's gone down as an own goal for Humphreys. And then Noah Ohio grabbed one coming off the bench, all in the space of, I think, about 2 to 4 minutes. Fantastic scenes. And Bristol City go 2-1 up over Southampton. It seems that their unbeaten streak will come to an end, unless they can produce late-minute magic. There's 5 minutes remain here at the ASL New York Stadium. And Hull City could be searching for another one just to try and get themselves back into 6th position without waiting for Watford to score. But 1 game less. Yeah, I think Norwich do have a game in hand over us. Yes, they do. But our game in hand is against Southampton. So we'll see on that front. But yeah, currently sitting in 7th. Coventry and Sunderland, 2 teams below us. And Preston, 3 teams below us, still yet to play. Preston, highly doubtedly, they'll go above us because they'll need to score 14 goals. That's probably not happening. Oh, Lord. And you see how quickly things can change when Hull City put their minds into a promising attacking format. Certainly not the best performance from the Tigers. What time's the game at? 86 minutes I'm coming into, but I think I'm a little bit behind. HullCityFanCentral, thank you very much, Travan. Noah Ohio running down the wing. Whoa! Noah makes the city sings. Whoa! Oh, love it. Love the chants are already rolling in for him. Just looked at my bet. I only need Jaden to score for 530, and it's an own goal. Oh, Lord. That's yeah. You're screaming, aren't you? Is it certainly an own goal? Because I'm not sure. You can get a double check on that one. I probably would if I was you. 530 quid is a lot to be missing out on just for an own goal. 2-1 win is a win. It certainly is a win at the end of the day. And certainly one for Noah Hyde to grab his first Hull City goal. Hopefully first of many. So he comes in to sort of be the Lap replacement as the Lap is out injured. Possibly for the entire season. Probably won't see him in another black and amber shirt again. Unless we pull a miracle off and get him back next season for a loan or a permanent. But it seems like Man City probably won't want to release him considering what he's done so far this season. Ball over the top there. Giles runs onto it, but he forces a foul there. Free kick to Rotherham. Lovely singing. Who's a lovely signing? What do you mean I said lovely singing? Oh, lordy. Noah Ohio has got big potential, 1 goal in like 30 minutes of game time. I mean, that's the form that Connolly was on at the start of the season, isn't it? When he was the star man off the bench and grabbing 2 goals off the bench every game. No, Ohio, he's got to believe in his veins. Wonder why it's called the New York Stadium. I'm not really sure on that one. As Philigine's just fouled there. And there'll be a yellow card dished out for Rotherham there. Surprised Philogene hasn't been subbed off just because he's the only man in black and amber in a yellow card. But as long as he plays things carefully, he'll be absolutely fine, as Reven, the man he's up against, has just picked up the yellow card for the foul there. Seeing the replay, give the goal to Jaden. Hopefully they do for your sake. Hopefully they do. And hopefully they do for his sake, because I mean, stats certainly for a player like Philogene, who's on for a season of a lifetime. Harry Vaughan's just been subbed on for Bristol Rovers, who currently are 3-2 up in the 89th minute. Hopefully he can produce something there, but doesn't need to, as Bristol Rovers are winning. But Hull are too. I don't want Philogene to get a red. Yeah, it spelled disaster. Of course, it'd probably be only a double yellow card red, which means he misses 1 game. But then it is still a game that we are missing him for. And who knows? He could be the difference maker like he kind of has been today. I think that it's hard to probably pick a man of the match out of the City squad that's played today. I might go for Ryan Giles at the end of it. Seems like both of City's goals came through him in some capacity. But I'll break that more down in my reaction after the game up on the YouTube channel in about an hour and a half. Once I get it recorded, edited and uploaded. 9 minutes added time. 9 minutes. I understand there's been a few injuries and 2 goals for Hull City, but 9 minutes is having a laugh. 9 minutes. Your dad's a Leeds fan and he's going on about how bad we are. Just tell him we're 2-1 up and we're loving life. 9 minutes, POV journeys. 9 minutes. I'd say what unreal little crop of attackers coming through. Yeah. I don't mind it. Especially when they're producing stuff like Philogene and Ohio have done this game. 9 minutes of added time. Hopefully we can hold out for the 9 minutes. I mean, it looks highly unlikely that Rotherham will pull anything out of this game at the moment. They seem to have been out of it since 15 minutes before half-time. Since Hull City decided that they was going to play football today, rather than giving Rotherham a charity win. But I say that, Rotherham do work into the area there with Afro Man. And it's snuffed out there for a Rotherham corner. Whoa! Time to get one more. We certainly do need one more if we're to not be in squeaky bum time. But, yeah. Oh gosh, I wish we were 3-1 up now. Yeah. But I believe the lads can hold out here. As Alsop quickly collects that one from the corner there. Goes down. And that'll probably waste a good 30 seconds worth of time. As he waits for all of the players to get into position before he does anything with the ball in his hands. Gestures everyone upfield. And that includes the big donkey Tom Eves. Who tries and runs on to Alsop, who has the ball in his hands. Hoofs it long there. With 6 minutes of this additional time remaining at the Assel New York Stadium. Six minutes remaining. 6 whole minutes. Can Hull City hold out for it? So the substitutions made by Rosinia seems to be in a defensive format. As the ball bobbles up, Morton has it now, though. Giles is on the runaway down the left-hand side. Giles does just narrowly miss it, but he picks it up. Keeper comes out well, though, in Johannesson, and snuffs out Giles on the charge away there. As Hull City pick a throw in on the far-hand side. Be ready for a banger. Sorry. Be ready for a banger to be dropped in the Gaming Buddies chat, Grob. I'm ready. I'm ready, Freddie. I'm ready. I'm ready, Le Banishaw. Apples are cool. Apples are cool indeed. As Rotherham are into the area. And that one's high and wide. Alsop just shouting at the defence there a little bit. But it's off target. Not troubling anyone. Bristol City 3-0 now. Got to go by. Well, thank you very much, Shravan, for joining us. Liking, sharing, subscribing, all that sort of stuff. Hope you have a lovely rest of the evening. And up the Tigers. As Hull City are looking good at the moment. Looking good. 2-1? 2-1, I'll take it. I'll take it. Man of the match. I think their keeper in the sense of the game has been the man of the match, of course. He kept them in it until we decided that we wanted to score. But in a Hull City sense, I don't know. I'd probably say Ryan Giles. I think he's been the most consistent throughout the entire match. Of course, Philogene, Ohio, they've had spares, they've had moments. Ohio coming off the bench. Tufan now. Tufan charging away. Tufan with the ball here. Tufan into the area. Cuts it into the area. And Greg Doherty. Greg Doherty. Greg Doherty. Greg Doherty. Corner. Nice observation there from Tufan. He charges way down the right-hand side. He spots Greg Doherty coming in through the centre. He doesn't get to it first time. Comes for it second hand. And their keeper does well to snuff away the poor effort from Greg Doherty. Corner for the Tigers. 3 minutes remaining of these 9 additional minutes. As Matty Jacob picks up the ball, goes to the corner flag. So we look to waste our time. Throw in for the Tigers down there, though. A goal here would be nice to see us through for these last remaining minutes. But it looks a bit unlikely. Giles to take the throw in. Throws in towards Ohio. Ohio. And he doesn't quite get the throw in for City. He goes out towards Rotherham's way. My friend thought Mbappe played for Hull City. He does. He's called Jaden Philogene. Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, lovely. I presumed that you meant. Yeah. I presumed that you meant man of the match for Hull. Okay. Rotherham striker must have gone second best college in Hull, the Colin boys. Presume you mean Wyke there. Yeah, Clucas did used to be a City boy. So did Tom Eves. And also Peltier. Played for us in 2007. On loan from Liverpool for a couple of games. So yeah. Liverpool fan here. How's Morton and Carvalho done? Not the best. They've certainly had better games. But I think everyone has that played for Hull City today. Certainly 2 very, very good young talents that have got plenty to show for themselves. And hopefully we can get Morton on a permanent for next season. But it looks unlikely. But who knows with the switch of managers in the season for Liverpool. Long ball from Johansson from Rotherham. They do somehow win it off the back of a few Hull City headers. 1 minute remaining in this game here. Tom Eaves gets a header. Finds Morton, who just volleys it over towards Ohio. Ohio stumbles to play the ball to Giles, who's on the overlap, but Tufan grabs it instead. It's out wide to go to Philogene. Philogene charging in. Philogene, still with Philogene, but the defence there does well to snuff it out from Philogene. As Afro Nom charges down the left-hand side for Rotherham. That one goes out of play, and he stumbles to the floor for some reason. But we'll take that. That should see us out for the rest of this game. Brazinia's even gone over to check on him. This is funny, this. He's down on the touchline, down injured Nom. And Rosina's gone over to go and check on him before any Rotherham player has done so. Just shows you what a manager we have. Cares. He cares about the game. And I think Nom is more hurt about the fact that he didn't produce anything attacking wise, rather than he goes down clutching his ankle. As the Rotherham fans make their way to the exit, and it shouldn't be long before the final whistle's blown. But one moment from Philogene here, possibly. Charges down the right-hand side, goes out of play. Just misses the liner there from the slide tackle from Morrison. Throw in due to be played from Hull City. We're over our 9 minutes of additional time. And the referee does blow it. Full time at the ASL New York Stadium. And it's a comeback win. And a comeback win doing good. 2-1 win for the Tigers after a shabby goal in the 4th minute for Rotherham, as Alsop does poorly, we'll say the least. But the form comes back in a 2-1 win. Own goal going down as Humphreys. We'll see on that one. It might go down as Jane Philogene's after review. And Noah Ohio grabs his first Hull City goal in only his 2nd appearance in the 75th minute. The sold out away end for the Tigers serenade the players as they come over. And what a good one that is. Jack's Gaming, good result. Good result indeed. Cheers, lads. See you later. You all. Thank you for joining us, Benny, as always. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And I'll see you later. Fantastic one, that. I'll have all of my thoughts, reactions to the win over in South Yorkshire in my reactions video coming in an hour and a half time once I record it, edit it and upload it. Through, thanks for that coverage and have a good night, everyone. You all. Thank you very much, Gary. Thank you as always. Huddersfield will not be easy. It might not be, but if we can play like we did from the 15 minutes to half time onwards, we can make it a little bit easier for ourselves than what we've seen a bit previous. So, thank you to everyone who's joined us throughout the stream, everyone who's shared, subscribed, all that sort of stuff. I'll see you in an hour and a half for my reaction. And Hull City, we keep on climbing up, don't we? We might be in the playoffs come the end of the season. We'll see on that one. Thank you. And up the Tigers. Go on!